This just in. You know the feeling. You spend half an hour talking to a potential client. They seem interested, even excited. Then they ask for your price, pause politely and say, "Oh, I found someone who can do it cheaper." If you muttered something unrepeatable under your breath and slashed your rate just to land the job, you're not alone. You're just stuck in the same trap as everyone else, trying to win business with tactics, not strategy. In a recent YouTube video, John Jantz, the founder of Duct Tape Marketing, laid out the problem in plain English. He also handed us the solution. No mystery, no marketing jargon, just a clear explanation of why tactics without strategy push you into price wars you can't win, and what to do instead. Let's start with the tactic trap. We'll get this out of the way first. Tactics are not bad. A tactic is a specific action you take to get a result. It might be running a Facebook ad, creating a lead magnet, launching a referral program, or building a website. The problem is when tactics happen in a vacuum. Without strategy, tactics are just guesses. They often look like work. They even feel productive. But they're like pushing random buttons in a lift and hoping one gets you to the penthouse. If your only plan is to copy what everyone else is doing because it's trending or cheap or fast, you've already lost. You're not leading, you're reacting. And when someone else offers the same tactic for less, guess who loses? The client. But strategy stops the race to the bottom. According to Jantz, selling tactics without strategy is a race to the bottom. You compete on price, you look like every other vendor, and instead of being seen as a trusted partner, you become one more name in a long list of options. That's where strategy flips the script. Instead of asking, "What should I do this month?" strategy asks, "Where are we going and what's the best way to get there?" That sounds like a small shift, but it changes everything. And no, strategy isn't just a fancier word for planning. It's a layered approach that aligns your marketing with your actual business goals. Done well, it creates structure, clarity, and consistency. Things AI and templates still can't fake. Which brings us to the strategy pyramid. Jantz explains using this simple model that he calls the strategy pyramid. It has 3 levels and they're all connected. At the bottom, you've got your business strategy. This is your foundation. What does your business aim to achieve? Who does it serve? What problem does it solve? If you're not clear on this, every decision above it will wobble. The second layer is marketing strategy. This sits in the middle and includes 3 parts: brand strategy, who your ideal customer is, and what promise you make to solve their problem. Then we have the growth strategy. What channels will you use to reach people and grow the business? The other part is the customer strategy. What kind of experience will you intentionally create for people before, during, and after they buy? At the very top, we've got execution. This is where tactics finally come in. But here's the catch. They only work if the 2 layers beneath are solid. Otherwise, you're building on sand. Here's why this matters now. AI can build a landing page in 5 minutes. It can write ad copy, generate logos, and even schedule your content, which means clients now expect all of that for next to nothing. If you're selling tasks, you're replaceable. But if you sell strategy, if you help clients define goals, design experiences, and make better marketing decisions, you're not just useful, you're essential. So strategy is where the real value lives. And it's not something AI can replicate because it's based on judgment, experience, and understanding the client's bigger picture. It also makes clients trust you more, stick around longer, and pay higher fees without blinking. This is the strategy payoff. When you lead with strategy, something shifts. You stop attracting people who only care about the lowest quote. You start working with clients who want results, not just activity. These are people who value insight, long-term thinking, and a partner who actually understands their business. They're not perfect, but they're willing to invest. That's how you grow. That's how you scale. And that's how you avoid the burnout that comes from constantly chasing short-term wins. Here's what to do now. If you're stuck in tactic mode, it's time to zoom out. Start by clarifying your own business goals. Then rebuild your marketing around a clear brand promise, a thoughtful growth path, and a repeatable customer experience. If that sounds like work, that's because it is. But it's the kind of work that makes the rest of your marketing easier and far more effective. Most small businesses don't fail because of lazy execution. They fail because they try to execute without a direction. Strategy gives you that direction. It also protects you from the pressure to slash prices and race to the bottom. When clients understand your value, they pay for it. When they don't, they compare you to a robot. And no one wants to lose a job to something without a face. Clarity is the opposite of guessing. If your marketing feels random, unappreciated, or unprofitable, the fix might not be another tactic. It might be the foundation underneath. So start there. And if you want a simple way to get clear on your message, I've got something for you. Grab my 5-minute marketing fix to get one sentence that actually explains what you do. Clearly, quickly, and without sounding like everyone else. You can download it for free in the description below, or you can go to strategicmarketingtribe.com/fix. But what about you? What's one marketing tactic you've tried that totally flopped without a plan? I'll go first. I once saw someone running Google ads for a website that had no call to action. They were paying to send people straight into a void. Okay, your turn. What did you try before your strategy was ready? Let me know in the comments. I'm Vicky Sidler from the Strategic Marketing Tribe, and I post helpful news updates for small businesses every day.